We were pretty.
We just want to rock parties with our
Yeah.
friends, man.
I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him. She wants to touch me, woo. She wants to love me, woo. She'll never leave me, woo. What's up? I'm Rebecca. Today we are talking to 303 while they're on tour with Simple Plan and Bowling for Soup. Let's see what they're up to.
Got to Austin, Texas at the Moody Amphitheater.
Very nice. Hell yeah. Well, we're excited to see you in Cincinnati next week. So I just wanted to kind of jump back and go back to when you started 303. When you guys kind of came together, did you ever think that you would kind of become this staple of the millennial soundtrack? And did you think that
Yeah,
it
that's.
would still be like iconic a decade later?
I mean, you probably know the answer to that too. No, I mean, I don't think that would be kind of a crazy vision board to have in front of us. We were pretty.
We just want to rock parties with our
Yeah,
friends, man.
yeah. We literally our vision was like to maybe play our local venue a couple times, play our
A
friends' house
couple
parties.
times, just once.
I mean, mine might have been a little bit
You're
more
greedy. He
lofty.
was greedy.
Uh, yeah, we just kind of kept it simple. It's the age of MySpace, which I hear is coming back. We're excited about the prospect of that. Um, but we just put songs on MySpace, played for our friends. It was as simple as that, honestly.
Nothing, no big, like huge goals of work
The
toward.
goals evolved too. It was like, originally it was that. It was play a local show, it was play parties for our friends, and then it became like the possibilities just kept opening up and up. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm so happy that, we started this as a hobby, as pure fun, and we had other stuff going on in our lives, and every opportunity just became an opportunity to like have fun in a different way. And then after that it was like, oh, you guys can go make a professional sounding record in a professional sounding studio. And like in my mind I was like, sick, it'll sound better, and like maybe some people that we don't know will hear our music. And then it was like, oh, you guys can go on this tour called the Warp Tour and spend all summer in a hot, sweaty parking lot and rock shows to a bunch of people. And that opened up, a whole world of touring and everything. So I think it was so stepwise. And so at least for me, yeah, it was kind of like blissful ignorance in terms of what was possible and what was going to happen.
Yeah, I think the fact that you were just setting out to have fun is why it still works to this day. Like it doesn't really seem like a job for you. I will kind of jump forward since you mentioned MySpace coming back. I hope this is true. If it does, what's your song gonna be, and who are some people that would be in your top eight?
I mean, MySpace Tom.
I mean, my song probably is going to be the same that it was, which I think was Head Automatica, Beating Hearts Baby, which still works.
Yep.
Tom has to be in there.
Tom's got to be up there.
My boy Matt, Marty,
Mac, Kid Cuisine.
and
And let's see, who else was big back in the day? There was Jeffree Star, there was Jack Vanek, there
Hmm.
was those are the
Daphne Loves Derby. That's a deep one, honestly. Do you
God.
know that one?
No.
Uh, That was like a that was a
You
definitely.
think our accounts are still there and we can just
I
reactivate
think
them?
mine was hacked. I saw an email that was like like your data's been leaked in a thing, and I'm just like, oh, sick. Okay, someone is on my MySpace profile. I'm like, have fun, dude.
I know you've released some new music. Is your creative process very similar or very different from when you created Want?
It's similar in that it's the same. I think we've actually consciously, and we've kind of always held it sacred, but really recently we've come back to the same thing, just having fun, just exploring. Sean and I do a lot of work, writing for other artists and writing for other projects, and that's awesome. And it really helps hone your craft as a songwriter, as a producer. And then when we come back to our own shit, we try to use that craft, but also kind of forget the rules that we learn, and really do it with a free spirit and not overthink things too much, and trust our first instincts and have fun. And then now it's a little different because we both have kids. So it's like we kind of work around nap schedules,
Mhm.
and preschool drop-offs, and we get less time to work in terms of like those sessions, but I think we're also more efficient, and I think it's almost beneficial for us to be able to kind of pop in and out and not overthink things too much. And so yeah, it's always the same mantra. It's like let's trust our own instinct, let's have fun, let's be creative, and hopefully that extrapolates to other people having fun with the music.
Is wild because I feel like we're not old enough for you all to have kids, but that is the reality. I noticed that you used kids' vocals in one of the new songs. Is that yours?
That's my daughter. Yeah, it's my daughter Nico. We were just sitting around in the living room and banging around on the guitar and just chopping and rapping about her friends being crazy and having crazy energy. And that's how it kind of came to fruition. And then, yeah, I brought it in for our stuff and we kind of extrapolated it to some of our friends who tend to punish sometimes, when you're not necessarily in the mood to party. But yeah, it was great, man. It's involving the family and friends. It's kind of like, like we said, to bring it back to how we started. That's why we started making our music.
Yeah, that's the dream. That's awesome. So I've heard that you guys have the best mosh pits. So I'm curious if you personally have ever had any crazy mosh pit experiences or if you've been on stage and seen anything crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely partook earlier in uh my life. I mean, going to shows at our shows, hardcore shows can be
Remember when you did your stage dive and didn't want?
yeah, wow, I mean, this is a long time ago. I did a stage dive and no one caught me and I just like went head for like I literally just went like swan dove into the floor.
Broke your glasses.
Yeah, my glass is like shattered. I probably am still concussed to this day. But I think again, we like to have shows that everyone, first and foremost, like I know it's not rock to say, but I think like these days it's like you just want to make sure everyone's safe and having a good time. And then secondly, I love that people want to come and burn energy and have fun and however that looks, as long as everyone's like feels comfortable. I mean, we love it. We love to see people moshing. I love a good wall of death. It's kind of crazy. I don't think we've had one ever. Have we ever? I mean, maybe we made it one. Didn't we do like a wall of hugs at one
I
point
think
or
we
something?
used to do Wall of Death on the tour bus with like six people, so like three people would start from one side. But yeah, man, like Sean said, I think our shows are about making everybody feel included and safe and happy and energetic for sure. And so I think our quote unquote mosh pits they're definitely not like metal mosh pits, man.
Yeah,
They're pop electronica mosh pits, and so everybody's usually very well behaved, and it's great to see from stage. And I remember, Warped Tour 2008, Katy Perry coming up during our set and hopping out into the crowd and getting lifted up and by a bunch of folks. And so that way, yeah, we've it's been an amazing ride.
that's awesome. I think that's what makes it special. And this is my formal request to do some sort of wall of something at the Cincinnati show.
Maybe we'll do it on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let us think of a good wall and we'll surprise you.
Maybe it's you and I.
A wall of dads.
Wall of dads.
That's perfect. So to the tour, how is it going with Simple Plan and Bowling for Soup?
Yeah, those guys are so great and nice and amazing to have us back, especially after what we did last tour to them. A lot of pranks. No, they're such sweet guys, all of them. Honestly, I don't think we've ever been on a tour that's been like so cohesively, even like from crew up to artists, just like everyone is very lovely and shows up every day and does their job, but we all have a good time and respectful. And I think the show, I mean, obviously I'm biased, we're in the show, but I think it's a really fun show top to bottom. It's not like I feel like when people show up, they know every act's songs, at least, the bigger songs that the acts play. And, I feel like we all come from the same school of sort of Warped Tour and which crafts bands, honestly, bands that come out of Warped Tour, especially the older Warped Tour that was just like all summer long, like they tend to know how to put on a good show. And I mean, I think I'd like to say that this tour has that. I mean, people come very early and they stay for the whole thing. So it's super fun to see.
Yeah, it's a stacked lineup. I will just close it out with a couple rapid fire questions. Favorite Monster flavor?
Monster Tour water that we used to get on the Warped Tour. It was just
Tasted slightly like some flavor
it
and
was
aluminum.
just New Jersey municipal bottled water. And we used to like pour it all over ourselves to cool down. And those poor kids that in the crowd probably thought that we were just dousing ourselves with Monster.
Monster.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go tour water.
Favorite Warped Tour city?
Got to be Denver, hometown.
Classic. Favorite song to perform?
Um,
Rich man right now.
I'm gonna go How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
Perfect. And then, are you still a vegetarian?
Right this second, yes, I am. I'm not eating meat right now
Nice.
Like literally
in this moment,
at the
but
moment.
I might later. So
Later. Maybe tomorrow.
yeah,
Sweet. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for chatting. This is
thank
very
you.
cool for me because you were my MySpace song. So,
Oh, amazing, man. Well, hey, we gotta unearth that account and see if we can still get that song back up.
yes, hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll
Thank-
see you next week.
Thanks, Rebecca. Looking forward to it.
Never trust the hoe, won't trust the hoe, won't trust